Hi, I'm coming on here to share a dream that I had a couple months. Well, it's been about 6 months ago. I had went to sleep and dreamed that something had happened. Chaos. I don't know, some type of power outage. Um, Everything was dark. Everything. I didn't even remember seeing anything in the sky lit up. It was just so dark. And in the dream, and I was actually being led by someone, a really good-looking man, real big and tall, and really good-looking, almost unbelievably good-looking. And after I woke up, for some reason, I don't know this to be fact, but I got an inclination that it was an angel, and he was leading me, and something had happened in the world, something chaotic, and there was people that was coming after me, and I knew that in my spirit. I knew that there was somebody after us, me and this gentleman, but he was not afraid. He had no fear. He was very methodical, very cool, calm, and collect, and he would just tell me shh, and then he'd like duck me down, and he'd run me from place to place, and we were going in and out of buildings and in and out of places where he could keep me safe. And these people, I knew in my spirit that it was a military, that there was some military people outside these places, and I could hear them, and I was hearing gunshots, and I was hearing a lot of things going on outside, and I was scared to death. I was petrified. In my spirit, my spirit was just jumping out of my chest. I'd never been through so much fear in my life. And I knew that this was the end. I knew that in this dream, that this was the time of the rapture. This was the time that God was going to lead us out. And that there was going to be a catastrophe, a major catastrophe occur that was going to open up the door for them to seize the people of God and begin this reign of terror on this earth. And I knew that the lights had either been taken out or turned off. I don't know. And to be honest with you, I don't remember seeing any light. It was so pitch dark, and I was so terrified. And I was following him everywhere he said to go. And when he said shh, I would be quiet. And if he bent me down, I'd lean down, and he would lead me from place to place. And he would stand there and he would listen. And then he would tell me, come on. And then we would go another place. And I just really felt like in my spirit that this man was not a man. And I didn't know who he was. But I knew one thing, that this situation that was occurring was global. I really felt that it was global, or at least in the United States, nationwide. I don't know how I knew that. I just did. A lot of prophetic dreams that I've had, I don't know how I know stuff. I just do. It's almost like God just puts it in my spirit, and I know it in the dream. Just like in the dream about the fireball that I had, but I won't go on to that right now. So, needless to say, this entire dream was him leading me somewhere, and me being scared to death, but him basically relieving my fear by being there with me. And I don't know that it was an angel, but I'm almost positive it was. He was just so good looking. I just couldn't stop looking at him. I mean, even though I was terrified and everything, I just was gazing on him like, wow, unbelievable. I mean, this guy's just completely gorgeous. And I'm not really one that does that. God's kind of taken away all that from me. I don't lust or anything after people anymore. But there's something about him that made me look at him in admiration. And I knew that he was sent to me. I don't know if he was a man and that God had sent him to me to help me get me through this time period. I don't know. All I know is that he was leading me through. There was military people. They were coming after us. We were having to run and hide. And I was being led. But I think it's an important dream to share because I think that this is going to happen. And I believe that God wants us to know, that Jesus wants us to know, that we are going to be safe with him through these times. That he is going to lead us where we need to go to be safe from these events that are going to occur. These events are going to come down. They are coming. But we are going to be safe through them. And he will lead us to where he wants us to be. And that we just have to be surrendered fully to his will, and to know that he wants what's best for us. And we have to understand that our ways of thinking is not his ways. His ways are higher than our ways. If you go back to in Isaiah where it talks about when Isaiah wrote about what God was saying about Jesus, that he pleased him to bruise him for our iniquities. So, what God thinks is so much different than the way we think as human beings. We think, to live and to live in this flesh is the most important thing. And to God, it says that he rejoices at the death of his saints. So we need to try to get more in line with the way God thinks and less in the way of what we think, because our ways are not like his ways. And so we have to be ready to stand and to fight this fight. But we also need to understand that his ways are higher than our ways, and that we cannot lean to our own understanding, because what he wants for us may be different than what we see in the flesh. But what he wants for us is glorious. It's beautiful and it's perfect. So whatever he is leading us to, each individual person needs to know that his way is higher than our ways, and his ways are always perfect. So we just keep that in the forefront of our mind, and we have to submit to his authority and to his will in our life, and to know that he is a good Father. And I truly am one of the people who believe that he is going to save us out of this. That if you are truly a blood-bought believer, that he is going to save us. Those who are remaining will be caught up. So this is an endurance race, and like I said, there's some hard times coming. But just know that he will never leave you nor forsake you. I wanted to share that dream. All right, God bless. You all have a great day. Bye-bye.